And this woman's 17-year-old son is back here in Southeast Texas, staying with his grandmother after finding his mother shot to death. That mother's neighbor is now under arrest. Her loved ones overwhelmed with pain. Carletha Foley made her family laugh. She dreamed big, moving from Houston to Atlanta several years ago, working to build an acting career.
I've never experienced the hurt and the pain of feeling. I don't know what.
Inside Jacqueline Foley's North Houston home, you could feel the tremendous loss. A grandmother held her grandson close, trying to ease the heartbreak.
You had no right to take my baby from me. You had no business to take her life away from her child. He's 17 years old. This is his last year at school. You have hurt my family. You have took my baby.
I don't get it. I don't understand. A soul, don't bother nobody. My mama didn't do nothing. It's like it was destined to happen. My mama died in her bed.
Gwinnett County Police call Foley's killing senseless. They arrested her neighbor, 22-year-old Maxwell Williamson, on involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct charges. A bullet hit Foley in the head as she slept in bed inside her Duluth, Georgia apartment.
The story was that he basically was cleaning his gun. He was sitting in his bed cleaning his gun, and the gun went off. He thought he emptied the chamber.
Maxwell stated that he was cleaning his firearm and had an accidental discharge that went through the wall into his neighbor's apartment.
This afternoon, the 36-year-old's loved ones say they're working to raise money to bring Foley's body back to Houston for a funeral.
It don't feel real. I found my mama by myself. I was gone all day. My mama had already been gone.
This particular one is one thing you will not wish on your enemy. I am really feeling so sorry and so sad for the child. This boy is 17. He literally knew what was going on. He knows everything. He's 17 already. He could differentiate between maybe his mother is dead or they can't even lie to him because he was the one who actually figured out that his mother was dead. Imagine the trauma, not only now, even for some few years, even if not for life, that left inside not quite long, or for him to go inside the room to check his mom, that okay, my mom is supposed to be awake by now, let me go check my mom, and you got there and you found your mom, promising woman, because it was said that she moved to Atlanta to pursue her acting career. Definitely she has a dream, and someone just cut the dream short just like that. I think it's a careless situation. You're trying to clean your gun and there's something they call a double checking method. Why don't you double check since you are handling something very dangerous like that? Why don't you double check? So the situation was that you forgot to clean your chamber and then why don't you just point the gun at yourself when you were killing so that even if at all you were going to shoot mistakenly, then you could literally I pray that family have the strength to just go through this stage of their life and the child as well, because it's not going to be easy. Nobody can take the place of a mother in a child's life. The way the child was speaking, you could literally see him in pain. You could hear that he's really hurting. You could just know that he's so sad with the entire situation because he can process things very well. Definitely, he's not a baby. So may we not have an unfortunate situation. What do you guys think about this situation on ground here? What do you guys think about? What's your thought on what literally happened to this woman? Because this is a sad situation. Thank you guys so much for coming today. Please make sure you smash the subscribe button, like as well, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video.
36-year-old Carletha Foley was a woman of many talents.
It's very difficult speaking of her in past tense because it's so recent.
Her cousin Ebony Curry says she was a ball of energy who moved to Atlanta with her son a couple of years ago to pursue her acting career.
She was minding her own business in her bedroom with her son in his room sleeping. It's just not fair because she had so many hopes and dreams.
Those hopes and dreams cut short. Gwinnett County Police say her 22-year-old neighbor shot through his wall while handling a gun, shooting Foley in the head. Her 17-year-old son found her hours later.
That image is going to be in his head for the rest of his life. I can't imagine what he's going through.
The suspect's attorney, Jeff Sliz, says his client didn't call police when his gun discharged because he's enlisting in the Navy to be a diver and didn't want to jeopardize that. Instead, he says he walked next door to try and pay for the damages. No one answered the door.
So he left his name and number and said, "I'm sorry if this happens. I'll be glad to pay any and all damage." that I caused. Again, not knowing that there was any problems other than physical damage.
He's been charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct.
My client is just decimated by it, but we obviously know we're not as hurt and grieving as the family of the woman. All of our condolences and thoughts and prayers are with them.
Meanwhile, her family, Curry says, has been left to grieve and fundraise to bring the actress and beloved mother back to Houston.
I would never think in a million years that we would be burying her. If you're not trained in having a weapon, just don't do it because a life is lost.
Now,